Hello and welcome back to Third Age Total War Divide and Conquer, where we continue on with the Angmar campaign. Where we left off, we had defended Goblin Town against other intruders. Did we? I can't actually remember. Oh yeah, we had to fight off that army and then take the forts. I've actually forgotten what we've been doing. We're now going to move Agandal's army.
We have completed an objective!
Lose a whole 1,000 in the process.
No sleeping here!
So that's probably like 2,000.
Objective complete!
Agandal over here.
Get ready for fighting!
The Guardians of
Pick your
Khandu
feet up!
and the rest of the units from Gundabad that will join him in his attack of Framsburg. And his army is no slouch when it comes to strength. Orc halberdiers, scourge raiders, warg riders, and cave trolls. And then there's a Guardian of Khandu over here, and the ballista and the goblin archer that will be joining him from Gundabad. The rest of the army will just be remaining in Gundabad in case we somehow fail to take Framsburg. And then we'll continue our way down into Meifelberg, and then hopefully even Fenberg. However, if we are to take Fenberg, we're going to have to take Irui as well. Or is there, I think there's one region before Irui, I can't remember. But we also want to focus on trying to take Zagkala. And as was commented on by by someone, I will be focusing down the Orcs Misty Mountains and the Vale of Anduin, moving south as I continue my way into Moria, defeat the Dwarves of Khazad-dûm, and then take the Golden Wood itself, Lothlorien. That would be my goal. And yes, taking Mengelin is definitely one of my main objectives. Right now, it's best to wait until this area, Dol Tornireb, or Mitraif, I believe the region is called. I can't remember. Let's send
Ready.
Spider.
Hurry up! This way! Hurry up!
Once the Dunedain have taken Mitraif away from the Dunlap,
Stay right there!
very nicely, with a lot of cash in hand, to buy Mengelin.
Can I help, my lord?
The Dunedain.
Without question,
While
my
not
lord.
breaking any law.
Stopping
While
here.
not breaking any law,
Continuing
I'll give them
tomorrow.
this generous gift. We also have access to the Barrow Downs and the Barrow Whites. The only problem is after that, the Dunedain don't exactly like us right now. Our relationship is so-so. So we need to bring up our relationship with them, and the best way to do that is to fight the Dunlandings and just remain allies with the other nations they are allied to. So right now the West is going to stay. We're going to remain friends, hyphenated, with the Dwarves of Erebor, the Grey Havens of Linden, the Realm of Imladris, and the Dunedain. While we focus down Anduin, maybe even the Shadow of Mirkwood if necessary. But obviously, we've already seen a lot of orc-on-orc action. We want to see something more interesting, like fighting dwarves, men, elves. They're definitely more fun, rather than just constantly beating down the Orcs of Misty Mountains. So then we're at an end turn. We are very much at a stage of the game where we need to be waiting and plotting and scheming. But a good way to buy that time is to attack and to in future defend our other northern regions. Because Dane's Hall is all but safe. Gundabad just needs one more bordering region to be removed from the board and put under our control, and that should be easy with Agandal's army. Because even if the Vale of Anduin will bring up their most elite units, they still can't hold a candle up to some of our stronger units. And more importantly, without a general, they stand no chance. Simple as that. They have no general, they stand no chance.
It's a trap!
The King of Dale is dead. Something tells me Dale is very close to the end of his lifetime. Construction complete. At Dane's Halls, we now have the Beast Breeder. and we can start recruiting cave trolls and snow trolls immediately. I think I'll get both. Now the beast training ground just makes him so you can get these faster. Because yeah, already you can see 5 turns have been shaved off the cave troll recruitment time. But the snow troll recruitment time is still 25 turns. I believe the beast breeder takes another 5 turns off both. However, I think in Dane's Halls we want to be getting more money right now. The best way to do that would be the boar breeder. But we will get the trolls lined up. Because while they're in Dane's Halls, they will be in free keep.
No sleeping here!
Look at that title, you can't even see it all in the box. Overlord Agendauer, conquer Dane's Halls.
Get ready for fighting! Is that what you want? Regroup, you louts! No sleeping here!
5, 6.
Get ready, come on! Regroup, you objective complete! Get ready for fighting! Kill them all!
Towers. Soon, very soon, it will be all the towers.
Listen up!
And this is what I was worrying about. Chieftain.
I'm gonna stick you!
Oh, the ring of heavy goblin crossbowmen as well now. Oh dear. They're already pulling out all the stocks. 2 units of mountain orc hunters. A general. Goblin archers, crossbowmen, taskmasters. But still holding on to the snagger. Still holding on to the snagger. And the wild scouts. Yeah, this is probably the strongest army the orcs have brought up against me. Other than the last stand script they had. That doesn't really count.
Get ready for fighting! Attack!
Anyway, I believe we're already at another end turn because we have no money to spend. Already got a second beast breeder. I'm making more trolls, so yeah, everything's going swimmingly. We're approaching turn 100. And once we do reach turn 100, nothing's going to change, hopefully. I believe at this point all the wars have been set in stone. All the allies have been set in stone. And now it's just going into that massive war period. Dorwinian's still alive, so they lasted a lot longer than last time. Although they did lose their capital region a lot quicker than they should have, in my opinion. I mean, other than losing Karasan, the only other faction to have lost only other factions to lose their capital was Dale, who lost Dale, and Esgaroth, and the Orcs of Misty Mountains because I attacked them. The line of Gideon falters. Not since the Battle of 5 Armies have the men of Dale been in such desperate straits. The field burns and the rivers running, and Carnan run red with the blood of its brave defenders. The men and women of the Lake of Dale now unite behind the last remaining descendants of the bowmen, holding beyond hope that once again the Black Arrow will be their saving grace. But should it not be enough, they will stand resolute behind them. Whether clad in chain and plate or cloth and leather, whether wielding a sword or a fishing spear, the men of Dale shall stand, and should this be their end, then all free peoples will hear of their heroic last stand of the sons of Girion. Mnos is getting besieged, so Kailandros and Skiliath. Erebor and Mirth were no longer at war. That was a quick war and then quick stop. We have more cave trolls in Karndoon, which I'm going to put into this fort.
Listen up! Move!
Butchery is complete in Shadoom. Let's get another spy. And let's get the Shrine of Melkor so we can upgrade Shadoom quicker. And Overboard has the armory, so now it can defend itself against greater foes. Perfect. Other than that, and turn, we're still okay. We're still making 4,000 a turn, but with all the lineup of different buildings and units. No queues have been stalled, but we are losing all of our money each turn, so we cannot make much else.
No sleeping here! Come on! We have completed
They
an
move units back to
objective!
Framsburg. What I want to be doing is sitting on that bridge there. That way, no matter where they attack me from, I'll always have the bridge advantage.
Be
Oh,
gone.
the men of Anduin are moving up. They made us be moving for the forts, but either way,
I will only address you in battle.
Very possible threat. It all depends on what they do. Goblin Town is more than well defended. It is currently unbreakable, especially thanks to this second army here. If anything ever goes wrong, we just call from this army. Chieftain Nagduff can't decide what.
Have a taste of my blade.
And while he's not moving out of Zagkala's range, we cannot attack it. It's just getting a bigger garrison, actually, which is a problem. We can't really move out of Goblin Town with only one army and a second rather weak, and not. To be honest, this army would not stand.
I'm gonna stick you. Have a taste of my blade.
The Gazer's army. Those heavy goblins just oust our orc fellas and goblin archers right out of the picture. I think that's the main weaknesses with Angmar compared to the Orcs of Misty Mountains. We don't have any decent archers in the late game compared to the
I'm gonna stick you.
crossbowmen they have. Can you look at those stats? Yes, they're crossbowmen, but damn, are they good. But we should be fine.
Get ready for fighting! Kill them all!
You know, let's try and go around that way.
Objective complete.
We're not going to quest for
Attack!
quest for Miffelberg.
Objective complete.
Move around that way. Anything else I can make? I can make some more Rudal units. I think I will line them up, because they are good to have. As for these other units, can I put them anywhere for free upkeep? Dane's halls can house another. A few more units, but those are going to be where the trolls. Let's just end the turn. I actually wonder how much they'd require for Mengelin, and if a very small, modest sum would soothe them enough for me to just snatch it out their fingers. It's a daring move, but I don't really have many other options. Oh yeah, another problem. I mean, I'll get a garrison if I do buy it from them. That could cause some distress, because I hardly doubt there's going to be any followers of Melkor culture left. If we do somehow get Mengelin, I won't feel bad just cheating one general in there, just to keep things happy. I won't feel bad. Oh, Kant's got some stuff going on. Frendal's horse is once again besieged. By who? By who? The Kingdom of Dale are all but destroyed. A sad day for all. Mirkwood has gone toward the Woodland Realm, and they've once again allied with Dorwinion. So it is the Shadow of Mirkwood that's attacking Frendal's halls. Okay, that's good to know. And the Tash has the roads that it must desperately needed for a while.
Listen up!
Garrison at Framsburg.
Come and get me, you coward.
You know what? Just make them speed up.
Kill them all!
Besiege them now.
Destroy them!
Is that what you want?
You have two different generals: Gleowine, the airfield footman, and Berenor. Berenor. My revenge upon you will be all the more sweet when I see your body limp and dead across the ground. We have a new spy at Shadoon. Perfect.
Ready.
I've never understood why they made that kind of face there. Ooh, fuck. Where are we going to put you? Or where's the
Ready.
move to?
This way! Hurry up!
Not over here.
This way!
Okay, Musgore.
Ready.
Let's head down to...
Stay right
let's see
there.
let's try and keep a permanent view of there.
I respect you, my enemy.
Ah, the men of Anduin think themselves
Be gone.
brave enough to come to me. Foolishness. Let's get another spy while we're at it. Let them know true terror. There'll be no reprieve for their kind here. And other than that, it's just another end turn. Yeah, it's just going to be several end turns. We haven't really got many battles to provoke, or real small battles or big battles to commit right now. That period has passed. That period has long passed. Where we were fighting the massive armies of the Orcs of the Misty Mountains. It's time they now come back to us. And Framsburg. They're bringing up more men to try and defend it. But they're all captain armies. Won't they ever learn? Will they never learn? One way or another they will learn their place. And if we do lose several units at Framsburg, we've got 2 units of trolls waiting for us at Dane's Halls. The endless cycle. This world will be ours. Well, maybe not the world, but at least the Vale will be mine. Shadoon has a shrine of Melkor. Do you want the mines now? An extra 250 each turn is pretty good. So yeah, let's get that. Set up, get more roads. Got more stuff being built there. 2 turns so we can get more guys who can't do. Marvellous. We could get the port at Angsul. There is the possibility that because we've got trade... Have we got trade with Linden? Well, we'll have trade with someone. And if the dwarves have taken Mifflond, that just means that once we've got the port, we can start making some sea trade, because there's our dock, and then that just leads us all the way around, and that actually connects with the rest of the regions here. So it may be small trade, but it's still trade that we can use.
Ready.
So let's actually move our diplomat. 'Cause I don't think we'll be
At
able
your
to take-
service. Yes. Stopping here.
Let's move
Continuing
to
tomorrow.
Mitchell Delving.
Tomorrow's journey awaits.
And let's find out if we've got trade agreement.
Ready. This way.
If not, then we ask for it. If we do, then great. And this means we can start getting some more money. If we've got some more docks. Not much we can build here that can give us an advantage. The barracks would be nice, but all that does is give us more infantry. And
Ready.
we could do with some more trolls.
Stay right there.
So I will get the beast cage. The Commoners Guild House would be nice, but we need the money to get there, and we don't make enough for the one beast for the Guild House in one turn.
I will only address you
They have
in
got the
battle.
prisoner complex though, so that's massive population growth bonuses. In fact, we can actually just go fully into high. Everyone's still happy, and we're still making money, making more money even. Yeah, 2 turns into the troll recruitment. Oh, this is gonna be fun. I feel like Framsburg, we can get rid of some of their buildings. The main thing is the ports. The more ports that we have in this area that can actually trade with themselves, the better. Granted, it's not as valuable as the runic ports, because that's just a massive area that's always interconnecting and trading with each other, and that's a lot of money. Yeah, Rune is probably one of the richest factions right now, although the Dunedain are currently the richest. Unsure as to how, other than the fact they've got Bree in 2 of the 4 regions of the Shire. If you manage to get all 4 regions of the Shire, you make massive money because their trade together is massive. Yeah, Breland and Shire were given a lot of love. But that doesn't surprise me. They can be an enjoyable faction, actually. There's no point in trying to back them. Oh, you cheeky buggers.
They're attacking the camp!
Oh, that was not expected. Didn't think they'd go for the fort. But there they did. Oh, the question is though, are the devils inside dead? Or more importantly, do we want to help them?
Have a taste of my
'Cause if we go
blade!
and attack, this army will not be controlled by us. Granted, it's a weak army, so it doesn't really matter.
I'm gonna stick you!
If we move
Orcs!
out, will we still have enough units to get back in? Is the problem. Because they could just bring out their entire army here and just attack Goblin Town. And although they're more likely to defend Framsburg, it's not unknown.
Have a taste of my blade!
No, I feel like I need this army to... Sorry, I need this army not to die, but I need it to disappear, I think is the right word. But I don't want to have to lose Gorgads and Drango. So...
Get ready for fighting!
I'm gonna stick
have a
you!
quick view of their army.
No sleep! Orcs! Attack!
Really? It's a near 50-50 split if we attack. Oh, that's... Okay, that's changed my opinion on this.
Have a taste of my
I don't know what
blade!
to do. I can't wait though. I do know I cannot wait a turn, because if I do, then they all die.
I'm gonna stick you!
We have cavalry. There's only one.
Listen up!
I've sent out.
Let's get ready for fighting!
My
Our
lord.
units, the archers.
Orders.
No sleeping
I
here!
don't know if we can leave inside, but we can make more units to compensate for that.
No sleeping here! No
Leaving the
sleeping here!
And yeah, take out everything else, and if necessary, we'll just take some units from out of there.
Kill them all!
I don't know if I'm controlled by the AI. Yes. So now the balance is in our favour, but that's because we double their number. We just doubled their numbers, and we just gained an additional 5 to the 4-5 ratio that was there before. Seldom give unguarded advice, for advice is a dangerous gift, even from the wise to the wise, and all courses may run ill. Gildor Inglorian of the House of Finrod, company of Free, or Freest company. Yeah, that again is just a reminder to the fact that in the beginning, Pippin was not part of the company of hobbits to lead Hobbiton, or the Shire. And they have no siege equipment, so moving in is not necessary. You can wait for our ally to move in first. And it's actually have our halberdiers as the front line, and the marauders as the flank infantry. Oh, let's get the pikemen in with the halberdiers. All on guard mode. And the axemen on this end. And the barrow whites on the other. I keep forgetting, the barrow whites are really, really strong. If they can get into combat. If you don't let them get into combat quick enough, they can die in massive numbers. And we need more hulks to join the other archers, so let's get that done. Okay, our ally is coming in from all the way over there. So something tells me they're not going to wait for them. So we need to prepare.
Show 'em Hillman might! To me, Hillman! Assemble the men! Dismissed! Come forth from the hills!
Pikemen and the halberdiers to there.
Unit!
Halberdiers to that's the front line.
Unit! You ready?
The other two to the right flank. Marauders can move further out. Now one's behind them.
Let's take 'em for a ride!
Log rise inside. Apologies if anyone can see the broadcasting enabled thing. I don't control it. When it happens, it happens. I don't really care
Unit!
for
Double
it.
taxes! Draw!
And there's Drango's army. Have him immediately move in. They're their Warg scouts. We need to try and lock them up as quick as possible with our Warg riders before they get peppered down to death. Ooh, that's 15, 14. Quick.
Ready?
Slow things down a couple pegs. You focus taskmasters. You focus the archers. You focus the crossbow. You focus focus the mountain hunters. Always focus the mountain hunters. Sounds like spells.
Let's take 'em for a ride! Show 'em Hillman!
We can't hold out forever. We need our ally to move in quick if we're going to stand a chance against these more advantaged numbers. Even though we obviously have the advantage in the overall, until our ally actually moves in, we are currently in the weak spots. We have no real way of holding them back.
If we continue like this, we will smash the
Try to aim
enemy.
at the snapper, try to aim at the heavy goblins that are slowly killing us. All those mana comes with some heavy casualties. Although even moving into halberdiers, they can take a while to kill them. The weaker versions of the berserkers, but berserkers are definitely a strong warrior. Now, these Warg riders have done really well against the White Scouts, which surprises me. I honestly thought they'd just get battered in rounds. They've done well, they have done well. And the Orc bodyguard has just left themselves open to attack. The fools. One barrow whites. Deal the killing blow. General. Ooh, Mohawk's general. Not Mohawk's bodyguard's been taking damage, it's moving back a bit. Keeping out range of those crossbows. Cannot let him down at all things. He's our general. Cannot fight for this. Okay, we cut up one of these scouts to try and bring down the next before they can actually get the wood body off. But seeing our barrow whites now with the bodyguard, already brought down this. Yeah, barrow whites are really good. Try and focus on my crossbows. Focus on any magic. At the end of the day, we're still winning this. We killed 28% of them with the one army. Oh, they made a mistake there. That means I can bring these Warg riders back to attack them. These guys may not be the smart. These AI may not be the smartest thing in the bargain bin. They're definitely not stupid enough to just charge in with archers. I was wrong. Oh wait, no, they're skirmishing. Okay.
Hog Riders!
We killed 20. That just shows the immense power of the Parawites, and why once again I want Mengele really, really bad. The Parawites are so strong. Having them in an army makes you almost unkillable. And they killed the general. Well done. Well done. Did that on your own. Just throw them into combat as quickly as possible. They start racking.
The battle is very much in our favor. Victory will be ours.
Start having Hoonborn move in. Then while the Wargs catch up the rest of their bodyguard that are around them. Actually no, there's targets the archers. Already there, starting to waver. All hunts actually still it's just those that are on even playing field seem to be at a disadvantage. They cut through our lines over those snags are not good. And we lost a lot of stuff. However, we do need to keep them alive, so let's start bringing other units in to assist them. They've got massive defense skills. It's terrible. 6 on. Their defense rate, their skill in battle really doesn't need them. But yeah, any arrow fire, you put 2 hits, they just start falling down. But luckily their fear factor definitely gives them the advantage. Already killing 50% of them, and they're only killing 17% of us.
Only half the enemy force remains.
And we will heal a good amount. I believe we should. Heal a good portion of what we're going to lose today. We'll just start trying to get
If we continue like this, we will smash the
They've
enemy.
only killed 8, they've only killed 4 Barrow-Wights. That is showing how well it fights. I've never really showcased how well the Barrow-Wights did in battle. This is the perfect opportunity to show off how well the Barrow-Wights did. Attack! Look at their glowing eyes. From Mengele, and they have got rather big recruitment, I believe. It's been a while since I last played Angmar and actually took Mengele. So we'll actually have to find out. Although I feel like I'm going to have to cheat to get Mengele. But even if I have to do that, I'm fine with doing that in the end. As long as we're not doing it right now, in this portion of the game, getting Barrow-Wights doesn't mean we don't instantly, but we have a massive advantage. So it's best to put that into consideration. If I can't get Mengele by about 1050, then I'll just cheat in some money to get it. I do believe without Mengele, you lose out on an extremely useful unit. the staple of your faction, but it is definitely one of the strengths of your faction, and that's why they put it into the general. It's more of an incentive for the Goons to want to go and take the barrow down for your own. I forgot if they've already all surrendered. I don't think they have. And these Wog Riders are barely even running. Look at them. And let's let those snagger escape. It's nonsense.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Or Taskmaster's made a mistake. Nah, too much lag. There's the charge. I think with this cleared, Zagkala is definitely a more appealing target.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
We have. Now all but defeated. Let's try and collect a few more heads. So need to try and kill another 10%. Although I think at least 12% is already gone, so maybe a bit late for that. But it's never too late to try and kill some more. If we can't kill them all, we might as well kill as many as possible. Oh, that's beautiful. I don't know how that number racked up so quickly, but... Oh, 800 dead. That's... Oh, we did heal quite a few. Yeah, that was a pretty good fight. Behind the arrows of a thousand of their speared... behind the arrows, 1,000 of their spearmen leapt down and charged. That took me a lot longer than I should have. The Sylvan Elves. Ugh. Yeah, another fun battle. Definitely fun. Because in the end, we actually managed to win that. Not solely on the first army, but mainly on the first army. And that's just because of the generals. The ability to just hold on is really, really good.
I'm gonna stick you!
That's annoying.
Listen up!
Can we go back inside?
No!
Yes, we can. Okay. Okay. Don't need to get these. Don't need to get that trash anymore. So start retraining everything. Again, now is still besieging Franzburg.
No sleeping here!
Let's actually sort these units.
Orcs! Get ready for fighting! Get ready for fighting! Get ready for fighting! Listen up! No sleeping here! Listen up!
Cavalry.
Your will, my lord.
Listen up! Pick your feet up! Regroup, you louts!
There you go, that looks a lot nicer. Like infantry, archers,
Get ready for fighting!
cavalry.
No sleeping here!
My lord.
And now making 5,000 a turn instead of 4,000. Already slowly building up our economy. Let's get some more pikemen and axemen. These units, whenever you can get these units, I recommend getting them. Raiders and the hillmen, not so much. At this point in the game, they're too weak to really be recruiting. But the axemen with the armor piercing and the Brood-Eye pikemen for being pikemen are worth getting. Once you've hit the hillman barracks, I think you can stop making the axemen, because I think by that point you can start getting the Scourge Raiders, which are already better, even though only being orcs compared to humans, so they're slower. But then there's also the Witch Realm units, and once you get the Witch Realm units, you don't really need to get many hillman units. You just mainly want them for securing certain areas of your own. Gain an objective. I can actually start moving back a bit.
Get ready for fighting!
No. Even if taking Franzburg, Rakierberg's still neighbouring Bayon's halls. Let's not take any chances here. Any more units to make? Anything fun? No more cave trolls yet. Can't get any more spies. Let's check we've moved all our spies out. Because I feel like we may have missed one, or we're recruiting one.
Yes, my lord.
Ready. 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 Ready.
Oh good, they're all ready.
Ready. This way. Hurry up.
Have a taste of my
Oh, they've got
blade!
another army, Ilkrun, from Zagkala. I feel like the more I wait, yeah, they've got the mining network. The more we wait, the more they're making money, and the more they can make more elite units. This army now is scary. 2 units of Bolt's champions.
Ready. This way.
There it is.
Hurry
Power
up.
drain.
Stay right
Bolt's
there.
just a hobbit. Probably one of the weakest generals in the game. In fact, no, is one of the weakest generals in the game. There's no probably about it. They are. They just are. More hillmen. Can we now get the other guardians? Oh, next turn, next turn, next turn. We can get more guardians of Khandu.
What is it you wish to
We've
discuss?
already got. Oh, they don't want
Until we meet again.
that. Oh well. Well, at least we've already got trade rights with them. Oh, and look at the detail on that elven castle for stronghold. That is beautiful. I must admit, I would like to go back to Rivendell because the last time I played was before they actually got the included detail of the large cities and the extra stronghold buildings. So I would very much like to go back to them. Obviously, we saw some of it with the Elves of Lothlorien, but to be honest, the High Elves of Enlarged have always been one of, if not my favourite faction. And I actually found a sub-mod that involves the Enlarged faction where you can actually merge with Linden and then Lorien and Mirkwood. Although it is for an older version, so I don't think it'll work. Once we finish the Angmar campaign, I'll test it out, see if it works, and then we might do a campaign around that sub-mod. If not, I'm fairly certain the Bloodbath campaign can begin then. Khandu has the Beast Breeder. Oh, more trolls, more trolls, more trolls, more guys of Khandu. So many elite units. Oh, this is beautiful. It's beautiful, it's beautiful. Rakiber's got the ports, making a little more money each turn. A little more. Nozinar has the Beast Cage, so it can start making cave trolls soon. Yeah, now I'm looking at it, I don't think any of these units are actually restricted by times, as in certain regions they recruit faster. No, it's just wherever you can make the Beast Cage, you can make the trolls. And always start with cave trolls take 25 turns to recruit, then the Beast Breeder makes it so that 20 turns to recruit and the snow trolls are 25 turns. But the last one, I'm still unsure about. I still feel like it goes up to 20 and so on. And then 15 for the cave trolls.
Have a taste of my
We've got a new
blade!
general, Zaglug. Very vulgar.
I'm gonna stick you!
Looking.
Have a
Apart from
taste
the
of my
nose,
blade!
That's the main thing that doesn't make him Voldemort. Oh, I know how to crack myself
Be
up
gone.
sometimes. Now, with the Veilsman there, I'm more than happy to just sit here and do nothing. However, I would
Ready.
like a spy over there, so let's have Zog.
Ready. This way. Ready.
Musgore.
Hurry up.
Sit
Stay right
nicely
there.
in the hidden back.
Stay right there.
Because whenever a new orc army will show up over there, I'll know it's actually going to attack the fort, and I can prepare. Yeah, their production at Zagkala is not going to stop. We need to. Once we have Framsburg and Meifelberg, I am more than willing to go straight for Zagkala. But if we do that, we're leaving Goblin Town open for attack And yes, technically we'd also have to take Fenberg and Bayon's halls, but I'm fairly certain the army from
Listen up!
once he's taken these 2 regions, meeting with even more trolls, because these trolls will join his army. I'm going to lose units. I've come to accept that. We're gonna lose a lot of units in this long war. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. They do not have the plague. Oh, they do not have the plague. Bollocks. Oh no, 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 no. This has actually changed my opinion on it, whether I want to take this or not. If the plague leaves by the time I've taken it, I'll leave. I'll just hopefully I can just leave some units in.
Listen up!
But this explains why they've been losing their units so quickly. It's because they have the plague. Baranor, after his success, we left a little contagion. It's always been well known that the sources of Angmar have been able to create great plagues. But I was not expecting it to happen like this. I was not expecting a random stake in the storyline here. The plague. That plague might be a defining factor, because I have had a plague
sleeping
before
here!
that actually killed off all 3, Eladan, Elrohir and Elrond. I've had that happen before. Just from them accidentally put them in one region, I've spread the plague all
Get
the way
ready
to
for
them.
fighting!
If Aganawa gets that plague, we could be in trouble. However, there is one way to stop it, and that's with public health. So they mustn't be very healthy over in Framsburg right now. If we can get the Grog Hut, we have to build it as quick as possible in Framsburg to try and prevent that plague. But anyway, enough about the plague. That's just my personal experience with the plague. I don't like it. I feel like it shouldn't exist in the Third Age, because the plague, the only real plague to ever really inflict itself upon the land, was that of Angmar. The great plague of Angmar that spread all the way down to Gondor and Mordor.
No sleeping here!
But that was years ago, near the beginning of the Third Age, and we're currently 3,000 years into the Third Age. So I feel like, yeah, there shouldn't be any plague. Oh, they've done it. So who are we up against? Captain Benor. Why? Why did they do this? They just guaranteed themselves death. Baranor, the army that they need to defend with. Firstly, how are they doing a night battle as a captain? You know what? Nope. Nope. Don't question it. Just kill them. The caps were of iron and they were shod with iron and their faces were grim. Covered in iron. They should have added that in. Because that is a thing. Dwarves did wear face masks, for those that didn't know that already. It's a well-known fact. But yeah, they've just left themselves 2 armies. A captain army that has 2 units. And, oh, just look at those trolls. Look at those trolls. We are sending them right into those AFAOs. So firstly, Baranor's not in the army, not in the defending army. He's currently incapacitated by the fact it's a night battle, which I think is hilarious. And just look at that. That is, oh, that is majestic. And then here they are, the Guardians.
Onward!
Then we've got our Wild Riders.
I serve the Witch King now.
Yeah, I think this army is definitely going to be the strongest army we've had in a long time. I say a long time since we've taken goblins now, I say. And And the second army is right behind us with actually no, with a strong unit. Skin changes.
What?
You know what I say to the skin changes? Goblin archers and halberdiers. We'll let the ballista deal shoot 1 or 2 volleys off. Air failed. Foolish enough to come to us. By focusing on the footmen. The longbowmen we can just take down with our cavalry. Try and move the trolls around. Shooting, but into what? Into the Scourge Raiders.
They're attacking us!
Look at the Scourge Raiders in there. Pure black plate.
Attacking us!
A bit of damage without taking too many casualties. Now let's use it. Look at that. That's just massive damage on those airfield. And they're moving into the cave trolls. One, you've just left your longbowmen to die. And you've left yourself open to shots and releases. I hope you feel happy about yourselves. You have committed yourself to death. Oh, those ballistic shots might be getting a bit dangerous now. I'll be hitting my own guys. Actually, no, charge them in. Stop shooting.
The battle is very much in our favor. Victory will be ours.
The Scourge Raiders in behind them.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Of course, only half of them remain. They moved airfield into cave trolls. They're not living this. They're not coming back from this. They're dead. They are long dead. Yeah, they might collect cave trolls. So we've got at least 30 more in the wing. No, 50 more in the wings. Putting 1 or 2 here, we can just going to watch them.
We've captured the enemy's general. Guard him well and make it so he can see us defeat the rest of his army.
So not only did they kill nothing, they're now completely routed. And we only lost 1 guy in Condoom and a few wild riders in killing the airfield. That was brutal. Wargs deal with that. Oh, should not have left stuff there. Stop shooting! Stop shooting! You're killing our halberdiers. Revenge on these foolish Valesmen. The question is, how good a dwarf are trolls with skin changes? Let's find out. One or two of them are a bit bloody, but that's expected when you've just been drowning in human blood.
Only half the enemy force
We've already
remains.
killed 93%. All we've got left are those skin changes. But that's not so much a bad thing than anything. The skin changes are good. However, against the cave trolls, we are slightly better, slightly larger, and not as importantly as the skin change in general. One thing I would actually like to see is the Veil of Amulet actually having a Bayoning unit that turns into that actually Although I don't think that'll be a thing that will be done in the future. Actually, it could be done in the future. It's not right. It could be very well. Let's get something that's similar to a warg model. Oh no, you're gonna die. You are gonna die, my friend.
Rip them apart! Run!
But not by will. No, you're gonna die.
The Witch King is behind us!
Hit him with one of those spiked pieces. I want to watch him bleed.
We search for the
No,
enemy.
no, actually, that's the thing I just thought of. Most factions, if not all factions, have a unit that allows them to deploy stakes. I think we're the one faction that is the exception. Unless one of our witch
We await your command.
Because if not, we don't have a unit that can deploy stakes. Far off, yes, is his doom, and not by the hand of men will he fall. You often tell about the Witch King. Yeah. First, I don't know that quote about the Witch King. Need to read up on a few things. Because Glorfindel is basically speaking of the doom of the death of the Witch King, and how not by the hand of a man, but a woman that he's defeated. And we all know which woman killed him. Spoilers for those that haven't already watched Lord of the Rings by now. It's Eowyn. She is no man. And technically neither is Merry. He's not a human.
Have mercy!
We destroyed the enemy!
They continue to attack us. Anyway, going back to the thing about the Witch King, the main reason why the Witch King was so wounded is because of the barrow blade that Merry had, that he shoved into the back of the Witch King. Also, as you can remember, laying a fatal wound upon someone of such evil and malice is going to have some repercussions. You're going to get very hurt, as Merry and Eowyn were. Could barely stand, and everything else in between. So Fromsburg is still under siege. We lost nothing, basically. We lost a few guys, but they lost a general. Go over Drine. Let's get the bird pits. Bayon's halls are once again besieged, and the One Ring is within Nargrim. Wait, that's not named Nargrim, is it? It's called Dane's Halls. Was it renamed? I actually want to find out. No, it's called Foreign's Halls, so why was it named Nargrim? Weird. That was very, very weird. Anyway, I think it's time we start bringing out some elites. I do say so myself. But we do want to be making money as well. Money is definitely the thing we want to focus on before focusing on anything else. So, got the beast cage there. Shadoon, you're making the mines. Morvatar. That's another 250. Make the mines. So I'm going to do one more end turn, and then we'll call it a video. Anon Enerod is being besieged by Nodris, which is good. Because even though Anon Enerod is a nice region to have, we don't really want it. The more of these regions they can take away from the Dun Landings, the easier it will be for us to take Khazad-dûm. Because if Imladris has taken... oh damn, they've already taken Anon Enerod. Bravo, bravo. But if they can also take Ostinethil again, or reclaim Ostinethil, and some of the neighbouring regions, taking Khazad-dûm, we're not likely to be besieged by Dunland. We'll be very much in the clear. But of course we need to first get to that point. We're not there yet. Because as I've already stated several times, we need to start moving south, moving down through the Vale before we can actually go and take any further regions. Fornost has been rebuilt. Let's try and show that off.
Ready. This way.
Dyke has now been rebuilt as Fornost Irine. And by the end of the campaign, if things have really worked well for us, I will show off Fornost Irine by besieging it. Even if it's a complete ruining of the campaign ending kind of thing, in the end, I just want to show off. I want to show off some nice places. And I've fought in Dead Man's Dyke many times, but not the rebuilt Fornost Irine. I don't know how to fully pronounce it. I'll just say a bit of both. And then there's look at those Off-Down Royal Guard. That unit is, that's probably one of the strongest cavalry units in the game. Inspiring, frightening, and it's good against mounts. Though not effective against armor, that's the one problem with the Dunedain faction. They don't do well against good armor stats. Well, they haven't attacked us, and we've got some money to spare. So, let's get some more buildings built where we can. Get the Commoners Guild House in Gundabad. I feel like we should have made that a long time ago. Retrain some more units. Okay, now we're making over 5,000 a turn. That's really, really good.
Orders.
Put them into the
My
board.
lord.
They're making even more money. Oh, things are going really, really well for us now. And I have to admit, I do like the kind of evil versus evil and good versus good situations. I like seeing a different mix-up compared to what it normally is, which is just, oh, okay, I'm Angmar. We have to fight Imladris, Elven Nation, already stronger than us. The Dunedain, already stronger than us, with elite archers. The Dwarves, we need to have a lot of armor piercing, otherwise we're going to lose. And then Linden, if we manage to defeat the Dwarves, we have to defeat them too, otherwise we're going to lose. So situations like that just makes it so boring sometimes when just playing Angmar. It's always the same. You always need to attack the same places. You always need to be attacking the Dunedain and hope they don't bring out massive stacks against you. You need to always be. You don't need to worry about it over here because these regions are already owned by your ally. I like the different variants where we actually got to take these regions. It definitely made it a lot more fun. Is what I'm trying to say. In a long-winded sentence, I'm just saying I've enjoyed this campaign a lot. I hope you guys have, and we're going to see more next time. I hope you all enjoyed. I don't know, I'm maybe in a bit of a pickle.
I will
But
only
we're
address
seeing
you
Leoning
in
Riders,
battle.
Some Airfeod. Oh, the Carrot Guard. Okay, now I'm a bit scared because that's their stake placing unit as well. Some more Airfeod. Some more Airfeod. And then another general that somehow appeared inside Framsburg, which still has the plague, so they're slowly dying. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed. And I will see you all next time. Farewell.